Hi, welcome to the course of creating a website using HTML and CSS. This is the 7th video in which I am going to create a form, but before creating the form I have to share few things which you have to keep in mind before working on the form, so which are really important. And one more thing I like to add is I have few more videos in HTML course and CSS course. So in that I have also created a form, so you can also refer those courses so that you could better understand this specific video, right? But here I will try to complete all those advanced concepts which you have needed in order to move forward in concern with the form, right? So now the coding part is here. So this is the coding of HTML, and this is the style.css in which I have all the CSS elements. So here just like these are the input boxes. This is input box, this is input box, and this is text area for the comment section, right? So here in the input box you are looking the text full name. So this is actually placeholder means giving the hint that what you have to fill. For example, I am writing here my name Ramzan. So now you can see that the placeholder which was before, that is disappeared now, right? So in the same way, if I will write here something, hello everyone, so the text before, the text which was before, that is disappeared now. So, and you have also seen that these dot. So actually I am not writing dot, this is converted to the password, because if you are writing input type password, then at that time you were not able to see the characters that you are writing. So in the same way, this is the text area in which we actually decide the width and height by giving the number of rows and columns, right? So this width is decided by rows and columns. And this thing that you are looking here is legend. Legend means the specific part of the form which is represented by this specific information, that these are the few input boxes, or might be the elements of the form. So what means the representation would be over here. So this is the basic information which is included in these three boxes, right? So the next thing is technical information. I have actually divided into two parts. So these are the two legends, one representing the basic information and the other is technical information. So here I have also a few things like technologies, platform, web browser, and upload resume. So here these are the check boxes, you can check these. So check boxes, and here is radio button. And as you know that radio button work on like you have to select only one, right? For example, you want to choose a platform, so at that time you have the option of choosing an Android or iOS, not both of them. If you have multiple options, then you can create such type of check boxes, right? And one more thing is web browser. So this is actually drop down in which you would find out all those options which are added into the HTML. For example, I would let you know later when I will implement all these concepts, but here you have to see that this is the drop down which is actually representing all those options that we can choose. So here also we can choose only a single option. We have multiple option drop down, means multiple options you can select. So, but we would that is little bit you can say that as advanced concept, so we shall talk about later on. And now here is upload resume. So here the input type is file. This is input type is here input type is radio, but radio. Here is checkbox, and here is nothing. Actually this is the select element, and in which we have options, and here is input type file. So once you will click over here, you would have the options to select an image. For example, I have some images like this, right? So here you will find out that the name of that selected image would be written here, right? So I have also changed the background color, because of that this is looking black, right? And here are 3 buttons. Register button for submitting the form. Submitting means, for example, you have added some information like Ramzan and password is, and here I have to write the description. Okay, and now I have selected 2 options, and here iOS, and then after I have Mozilla. Other than that we have also Chrome, and uploaded c.jpg, and then if I will register, then the form would be submitted. So how you will find out that where this would be submitted? In the sense, whatever the data you have filled in the form, that would be sent to somewhere. So where that would be sent, this would be clarified by seeing over here action. Inside the form you would find out action attribute, in which we would have the option to write the file name where you would send the data and would able to get the data, right? So these concepts would be discussed in the PHP section, but right now you can only think about that this attribute helps us to send the data from one file to another file, from the current file to the file which is written here, like test.html. So I have already tested HTML. So for example, I am clicking on the register button. Once I clicked, then I am on the test.html. So this is my test.html file. Here you can see test.html file, and in the test.html file I have already written form submitted here, right? So in order to get the data which we have filled before, what we have to do is we have to use PHP, right? So this was the data, right? And one more thing, for example, I have written I have filled all those elements and choose all the things, and next button is clear values. So this is reset. Actually this button is reset button. I have named it clear values, but inside of it, if you will find out the code, the input type is reset. So what does reset mean? Actually reset means whichever values you have filled in the input boxes, or might be you have selected some check boxes and even used radio buttons, drop down and everything. So once you will click on the clear values, means reset button, then everything would be cleared. For example, I am clicking on that. So now you can see that these are empty now, right? And this is the default value that we have right now. So and also you can see that the image is disappeared now. You have to select the image once again. So this was the clear value. Next is just a button. Just a button means here actually this is the simple button. This such type of buttons are used while using the jQuery or might be JavaScript, right? Now this is the legend. I think you are not able to understand what does legend means. So let me give you the example in complete HTML. If I would remove the CSS from this specific layout, then you will find out then you would able to clarify the concepts. So now how you could able to remove all the CSS from this? You can do one thing. F12, you can click on F12. For example, you have laptop, then you can use Fn and F12 function key, and in the form, sorry, not in the form, in the head section you would have linked the CSS file. So here is my CSS file. So I am going to edit this. So for example, I am going to remove from here, and I already discussed with you that if you are going to remove here, this doesn't mean that the code would be removed from your actual file, right? Means we are using this specific console for the sake of testing. So now I am clicking on outside of it, and now you can see this is the code, this is the HTML, complete HTML. So this is the basic information which is legend, which I was talking about, right? So this legend means this whole box, and we have two divisions. First is representing basic information and other is representing technical information. And here you can see all the HTML files, means technologies, platform, web browser, and this was on the left side, and this is on the right side. And here is also the options, and here is the register. For example, you are going to register, then same thing would happen, right? So once again, if you will refresh the page, then the actual file you would find out. So hope you got the understanding of all the elements that I have used in the form. So in the next video we would talk about that how we can create this type of form. So I would definitely implement all these fundamentals, and please keep watching these videos. And I am also going to upload the bootstrap course, right? So from after finishing this form, I would start the bootstrap section, and that is really amazing. And even you can say that because of the bootstrap we would have lot of facilities, and out of those facilities we would able to make such type of structures very easily, means very fast and easily, right? So that is not a complex and difficult for a beginner. If you know about CSS, then it would be easier for you. So before starting the bootstrap, I think you have to clarify the concepts of CSS, and I have also uploaded the videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. All the links of my video courses are below in the description, which are absolutely free. So in the next video we would learn new and wonderful things. Please subscribe this channel firstly to get the information of updated videos. In the comment section you can write your feedback about the video, and also write your queries if you have any. Have a nice day ahead.